Let's take a look at how we can enable multi-factor authentication for our users. And so multi-factor stands for MFA. You're probably used to it, where it's a secondary step to confirm your identity before logging in, either via a phone or a hardware device such as an YubiKey. And so there's this button here. This is multi-factor authentication, and it could be disabled for you. It very likely is if you're on the free version of your Azure AD. Just going back up here one level, you can tell based on what that is here. So I'm using Azure AD Premium P2. That's definitely going to allow me to have MFA. So if you just don't want to turn on P2 or it's trying to charge you money, don't worry about it. Just watch me do it here. You'll pretty much learn what you need to know. So we'll just go ahead and click that button. It's going to bring us to a different screen here. And here we have our users, and you can see multi-factor authentication is turned off for all of them. So we can go ahead here and turn it on for a single one if I click enable. And so that enables it for Kevin. Then we have some other additional options like manage user settings. And here you can see we have some extra options. So require selected users to provide contact methods again, delete all existing app passwords generated by the selected users, restore multi-factor authentication on all remembered devices. So just some additional things. Another thing we'll want to check out here, it's not very obvious, but we have a service settings button up here. And this will give us more additional options to enforce for our users. So first we have app passwords. So this allows users to create app passwords to sign into non-browser apps, so things that are not part of the website here. And so you can whitelist some IP addresses for them so that they are trusted from those locations. Then for verification options, this is something that's important. We have some options like call to phone. So it will actually, to do the MFA, it will actually call your phone and you'll tell you the letters and numbers that you enter in, or it can send you a text message, or it can notify you through the mobile application. So you can install the companion app from the Android or iOS store, or the Windows Store. I imagine there's a Windows Store too. And then there is the verification code and mobile app or hardware tokens. So hardware tokens could be with an YubiKey, right? Then you can say, remember a multi-factor authentication on trusted devices for X amount of days. That way they don't have to enter it all the time. Because it might get annoying for some users. Honestly, for me, I want everyone to enter it every single time because that's just how I am. But let's make our way back here and see how we can do some bulk assignment. So what I'll do is I want to enable it for a few people here. So if I go up to bulk update, I can download a sample file. And that's going to go ahead and download that. And you can see I actually did this previously here. So I'll just copy it. And what we'll do is just paste that in there. So we're just pasting in, yeah, that's fine. We're just pasting in their name, right, and the MFA status. You can always get the name from here, just back on the list there. And so once we have saved that file, we can go ahead and upload that. They're the same here, so it's not a big deal. And we'll just wait a few seconds here. This is pretty darn quick. Usually doesn't take minutes, sometimes it takes seconds, but we'll just give it a moment here. And there we go. So that was a long wait. I don't know why, but it verified the two there. And so if we go next, now those will be now enabled. There's also this option to enforce. So let's go there. After multi-factor authentication is forced, users will need to create app passwords to use non-browser applications such as Outlook or Links. And so that's a great option to have. So I'll just go ahead and enable that as well. So now that's enforced. And so that's all you really need to know about MFA.